It's the question that can get a man in trouble in a big hurry. So for the last several weeks here on Connections, we have been looking at what love is. We began back during the week of Valentine's Day when we started this series on 23 different things that Paul David Tripp in his devotional, Wednesday's Word, points out that love is. Why is this important? Because first of all, the two greatest commandments of the Bible, of Jesus' own words, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength. And the second one is this, to love one another. And here's my contention, that we cannot possibly know how to love each other until we know how to love God and know how God loves us. So here was what I was thinking about this morning. What happens when that woman in your life, your wife, your girlfriend comes up and says, honey, does this dress make me look fat? You know that immediately you're in trouble. You know that there's a possibility that no matter how you answer that question, you're going to create some kind of misunderstanding. And that happens a lot in our relationships. We get to these points where we misunderstand one another, partly because we're not listening. But what do we do when that is? Here's what Paul David Tripp says love is. He says love is being lovingly honest and humbly approachable in times of misunderstanding. Listen to those two things again. The first one is this, to be lovingly honest. And so we strive in our relationships with one another to keep open and honest communication going all the time. You know, if you're doing that on a regular basis, if you're having open and honest communication on a regular basis, when those times of misunderstanding come, then you won't run into as much trouble as before. But more than anything else, that second one is so important. To be humbly approachable. I know many couples, and I know that there have been times in my relationship in my own marriage with Laura where she was afraid to approach me on things because, number one, she knew that I might argue her to death, or that it might make me mad, or it might cause me to pout. And so one of the things that I seek to develop in my life and in my relationship with my wife is to be humbly approachable, to break down those walls of fear that I've built up through the years. That's what I want to challenge you to do this week in all of your relationships. Being openly honest, lovingly honest, and humbly approachable in your relationships, because that's what love is. May the Lord bless you and keep you as you go through the rest of this week and over the hump here on Hump Day.